What's up, YouTube? This is Dalton Gaming here, and we will be doing the NBA All Star voting of 2023. Because the All Star game don't start until 2023. So, last year you guys didn't like it very much, but I think this year you might because this time I'm doing it a little bit different because I've seen some games for this past NBA season. So we'll see how that goes. I didn't see all of them, but I've seen some of them, so I got some knowledge about each player, but not really that much. So, but as I was saying before, for the NBA All Star team, all that, I'm not very good at it. I'll tell you that much. But for the past couple of years, I did pretty much terrible on them. But as far as getting the right positions for each player was pretty successful after all. But sometimes you guys didn't like it at all, and sometimes you guys did. So that's kind of where I'm getting at, but not really. But without a further ado, let's get to the All Star picks that I will be picking. It might take me little bit to get them right and all that, but we'll see how it goes. I think this year I might get it right, but sometimes I won't. But anyway, let's get straight to the picks in three, two, one. Let's get there. All right. So we're on the NBA All Star voting website. Yeah. And basically, how to get there is vote.nba.com. I'll leave a link in the description so you guys can get there easier. But without a further ado, let's get to it. So we're gonna start with the West with the guards, actually. Alright. I had to think about this one for a while. Trying to figure out which one to put where and how to get there, but as far as the guards go, that will be the tricky part. I mean, as you look through these players, you're like, it's obvious pick, but it's really not. Because my instinct is going, Luca. Luca averaged 32.5 points, 8.6 rebounds, 8.6 assists, and 8.3 rebounds. As far as, Stephen Curry going 30 points, 6.8 assists, and 6.6 rebounds. I mean, those two might be the good picks. As far as that goes for the starters, that's the way I do it. Because if you look at points, Luka is in the lead. If you look at assists, Chris Paul's in the lead, but his points is lower than Luka's. If you look at rebounds, Luka is in the lead, followed by Josh Hart, and then fantasy points. Obviously, Luka will take the lead. So I'm saying that Luka will take the first guard spot into the thing. So I'm going to vote for Luka as number one guard spot. So Luka will be in. As we take a look, Luka is in that spot. Now we need to pair with Luka. But first things first, I got to take a look at standings because that's important too. NBA standings. Okay, so we're going to take a look at the standings real quick. As far as the Mavericks go, they are number 10. And the Warriors are number 11. So if we go with a guard, it'd probably like Ja Morant. Might be a good pick because his team is so good right now. It's 19-10. But as we go far down in the list, it's 15, 16, 15, 16, and then the worst team in the league is 9 and 21. I think is worse. Well, no, Pistons is worse, but anyway, Pistons is Pistons. So I'm thinking if I pick Ja Morant, I might end up picking Ja Morant. Ja Morant averaged 26.7 points, 7.7 assists, and 6.7 rebounds. But Luka, well, Jesus Christ. Luka is going to be in no matter what, depending on how the votes go for him. It's just trying to pick that second spot. Because I can automatically put Stephen Curry in there. Pass up on Shai. Or Shea, sorry. Because look, the Thunder is below the Warriors, but the Mavericks are above the Warriors. But Mavericks and Warriors are tied. And then the Thunder is underneath 13-18. And you're thinking Shea is averaging 31.3 points, 5.8 assists, 4.6 rebounds, and 50.3 fantasy points. As far as Ja Morant goes, I think he might be a better pick than Shea. But maybe a worse pick than Stephen Curry. Because I think Stephen Curry might be a better pick than Shea. I might go with Stephen Curry on this one. I know the assist, literally Ja Morant's assists and rebounds are better than Stephen Curry's. But the points, I mean, I don't know. Because looking at the records, it goes Ja Morant and then, Devin Booker probably, and then, going all the way down the list, the Lakers. But the Lakers are worse than the Warriors and Mavericks this year. So I might have to say Stephen Curry on this one. I know you guys are going to hate me right off the bat, but I know Luka will be in automatically. That's the problem. I really think Luka might be in automatically because look at his, he's averaging almost a triple-double. You know what I mean? But so is Ja Morant. Ja Morant almost got a triple-double right off the bat. I might go with Ja. I might go with Ja Morant as a starter. It's getting to the point, where you're looking at the rankings and you're like, Ja Morant right off the bat. Because he's top, one of the players in the top team. But do I upset Stephen Curry? I mean, if I don't put Stephen Curry in there, people are going to be like, oh, Stephen Curry's having a great season so far. But when you look at Ja Morant, he's almost averaging a triple-double as well as Stephen Curry. But I think Ja Morant might be a bigger, a better pick. I really think Ja Morant might be a better pick. But mine's thinking that you guys would hate me if I picked Ja Morant over Stephen Curry. That's where my brain's at right now. Because I'm really thinking about picking Ja Morant because of the rankings. Or the standings, rather. Because Grizzlies are number 1, Warriors are number 11, so they'll probably not make the playoffs. They might. They might go into a play-in and be like, oh, I'm the best team ever, and get into the playoffs. That's the way I look at that. But I don't know, dude. I mean, if I put John Morant over Stephen Curry, you guys will hate that. If I put Stephen Curry in, you guys will hate that because of his, his standing. I'm going to put John Morant in. There's no discussion about it. I really think that John Morant just deserves a spot because their team is number one. So John Morant is my second pick. It might change after thinking about it, but I really think John Morant and Luka will be the picks to go for. So yeah. So we got Luka, John Morant, and now we get to the nitty gritty right here. Cause yeah. So here we go. Yeah. This is gonna be the fun part. Trying to figure out who to put in and who to leave out. Oh boy. This ain't gonna be pretty, but we'll see how it goes so far. Alright, so the Lakers. We got Anthony Davis and LeBron leading in points. Nikola Jokic following. And then Zion after that. Wow, man. Okay, the freaking front court's going to be hard this year. I feel like. But as we looking at the rankings again, you see Nuggets, Nikola Jokic is getting in. There's without a doubt. He's averaging literally 25.2 points, 9 assists, and 10.9 rebounds. So I feel like that Nikola Jokic will take it. So Nikola Jokic is my first pick as a front court. Now, as far as the others, that's where it gets tough for me, honestly. I feel like Anthony Davis might have a better season than LeBron, or LeBron might have a better season than Anthony Davis. I mean, it's a toss-up either way. So we go back to here. Nikola Jokic is right there, but I really think he should go right here. So, because center right here. So hang on, center. Nikola Jokic. Review picks. Okay, it don't matter where you put them. Okay, so it's just a matter of what order you actually pick the players in them spots. Alright, so we'll go ahead take them off for now, but we'll put Nikola Jokic as our second. The center right there. So, oops, I didn't mean to hit that. Whoopsie daisy. Go back to here. Alright. So Nikola Jokic is an automatic pick for me. I feel like. Now, as far as others go, we have LeBron James. That's averaging 27 points, 6.5 assists, 8.5 rebounds. But as you take a look at their standings, dun dun dun, they're all the way down here. So, I don't know. Because if I pick Zion, it might be a good pick. And if I pick Nikola Jokic, it'll be a better pick after all. So. But looking at Anthony Davis, man, look at this. 27.4 points, 2.6 assists, 12.1 rebounds. That's something. It's going to be hard, man. I don't know if I want to definitely want to put LeBron in there. Yeah, let's put LeBron in there and then Nikola Jokic. So now we only got to worry about one more pick. Because LeBron, he's been killing it lately, you know what I mean? You guys know what I mean by that. He's been killing it lately. I ain't doing this just to be biased, but I really think he is going to be in the All-Star game no matter what. So, Now it's just a matter of fact if I want to team him up with Anthony Davis or Zion. Now this is where it gets interesting. Because I don't know if I want to kick off, Ja Morant and put Stephen Curry in that spot. Or if I want to put, Zion in that spot. That's, that's where the tricky part is because you got to take an account of, let's take a look here. So the Pelicans have lost 4 games in a row. The Lakers have only lost 1 in their streak. But look at their rankings. It's 18-12. And then you got Lakers 13-17. At least the Pelicans have a winning record. As far as the Lakers go, they have 43.3% of winning right now. So that's below 50%. And the Pelicans are above 50%. Even though they lost 4 games in a row. But I just don't know, man. Leading in points is Anthony Davis over Zion. We got Draymond beating both of them. Pretty much. Rebounds, we got Rudy Gobert over Anthony Davis and Zion. Where the frick is Zion? He's all the way down here. And then fantasy points, we have Anthony Davis and then Zion down here. So we got Sabonis blocking the way. You know how that goes. All right. So I don't know what to do here. Do I want to put another center in there? Is that reasonable? Nope. Nope. That's not reasonable at all, you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm leaning towards Anthony Davis more than Zion. But I really think Zion will be in. Because Zion and the Pelicans are number 4. The Lakers are all the way at number 12. So if I had to pick, my gut's saying Zion is going to go in. That's my gut feeling right now. Do you guys agree with that? I have no clue. I really think Zion might get in more than Anthony Davis would. Because we already have LeBron in there. So we can't have Anthony Davis in there. So we might as well put Zion in there. Is Zion a better pick? Probably. Because the team's winning. Like they have a better record than the Lakers right now. So it's literally going to be a toss-up this year, I feel like. So I'm going to put Zion in there. That's literally what I'm feeling right now. I really think that Zion would go in instead of Anthony Davis. So we're going to go ahead and review picks, and that's the Western Conference team. This spot right here is killing me. Because I feel like if I put, Stephen Curry might be a better player than Ja Morant. But, again, Ja Morant's team is in there, They're all the way at the top of the league. You might as well put them in. The Warriors, I already have LeBron in there, and LeBron's in there. LeBron's in there. Stephen Curry isn't. And Stephen Curry has a winning streak of 1. The Lakers have a losing streak right now. So, I do not know. This spot right here is interchangeable between Ja Morant and Stephen Curry, I feel like. Is it better to put him on the bench? Let's see. I think it would be better to put, John Morant on the bench and then Stephen Curry starting. That's the way I feel. Because I went by, stats, winning percentage, all of that, the streaks they've been doing, like all the things that you guys were telling me in the comments in the last one. I didn't go just by points. I went by their ranking positions. So, yeah. John Morant or Stephen Curry. So, most people are going to say that Stephen Curry might be a starter. Yeah, Stephen Curry might be a starter. Stephen Curry, you're in, and then John Morant's out. John Morant will be on the bench. But I don't feel like that's right, because if you look at the ranking, for instance, Grizzlies are at the top. And we already have Nikola Jokic. Those guys are number 2. So, I don't know how this is going to work. I don't know. We'll move on from now, but I really think, okay. So, if I was to put, John Morant in there, I'd get hate for Stephen Curry not being on the starter, on the starters. Because you already have, LeBron, Zion, I just don't know. It was definitely a hard pick, but I really... So, for my interchangeables, it would be Stephen Curry and John Morant and Zion and Anthony Davis. I mean, either way, they're going to be all-stars. Either way, they're going to be all-stars this year. So we're going to move on. That will be my starting lineup. We'll have Luka, Stephen Curry, LeBron James, Zion Williamson, and Nikola Jokic for the starting 5 in the West. Now we move on to the East. Yeah, this part's going to be hard. We're going to the East now. We'll see how this goes. Alright, we'll see how this goes, man. This will be an interesting one that we'll go based off of and go from there. Alright, so we're going to take a look at the Eastern Conference right now. The Hawks are number 8. Cavaliers are number 3. The Bucks are number 1. Yeah, this is going to be pretty. This is going to be nice. Alright. So as we take a look, for instance, we're probably going to have, Donovan Mitchell right here. I mean, he has a very good season with the Cavaliers right now. He's been crushing it so far. Same with Darius Garland. So, will we have a repeat of Darius Garland being in there? Probably not. I mean, we'll take a look at assists and see how that goes. And Darius Garland's right there. So, Darius Garland is averaging 20.7 points, 8 assists, 2.7 rebounds. I don't know if that's good enough. But look at James Harden and Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton is averaging 19.5 points, 10.7 assists, and 4 rebounds. James Harden is averaging 21.9 points, 10.5 assists, and 6.6 rebounds. Wow. Okay. And then Trae Young over here averaging 27.3 points, 10 assists, and 2.8 rebounds. Jesus Christ. Now, as far as rebounds go, we have Jaylen Brown with 7.4 rebounds, 3.5 assists, and 26.4 points. That might be a good pick. But I don't know. We might check. I don't know. So, yeah, this one will be tough. This one will be a tough one this year for the Eastern Conference. That is for sure. Now let's take a look at the Eastern Conference standings and go based on that. But I really think Donovan Mitchell might take that first spot. So Donovan Mitchell and the Cavaliers are 21-11. They're on a winning streak so far. Am I mad about that? Nope. I'm actually a fan of the Cavaliers. I'm not being biased or anything, but I really think Donovan Mitchell might get in because of their record right now. I mean, that's straight up facts, you know what I mean? I mean, that's straight up. So, Donovan Mitchell, you're in. I mean, it's because of your standings right now. It's obvious. It's an obvious pick. It's obvious. You know what I mean? I mean, Donovan Mitchell and Trae Young, Jaylen Brown, and Kyrie. I mean, I can go based off of that. But Trae Young will not be going in. Trae Young is all the way in 8th place. They're on a winning streak of 2, but their record is 16-15. I mean, they're above 50%. So, now as far as the rest of them go, hold up. Look at James Harden's. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you might want to. Do I want to put James Harden in? Philadelphia 76ers, 17-12, and they're on a winning streak of 5 right now. Holy snot. Oh boy. Wow. Now, is it better to put James Harden over Donovan Mitchell? I do not. Oh my God, Donovan Mitchell. I don't know whether to put him in or not. Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, or James Harden. I mean, James Harden might be a better pick. James Harden might be a better pick than Donovan Mitchell. But again, the Cavaliers are above the 76ers right now. Not by a lot, though. They're only games back. They're only... Oh, well, never mind. They're 2.5 games back from the Cavaliers. Wow. Now the question is, do I put Jaylen Brown in there? Do I put Jaylen Brown in there at all? I don't know. Let's take a look at their last game. Jaylen Brown went 24 points and 14 rebounds in their last game. Oops. Alright. So the Celtics for Jaylen Brown, Cavaliers for Donovan Mitchell or Darius Garland. The Nets, Kyrie. 76ers, James Harden. The Heat. I mean, the Heat could be available. I don't know. This might be the tougher one of, the tougher one between the East and the West. The East will be tough. I think I'm going with Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown for this year. Yeah, I might agree with them too. Do you guys hate that pick? Let me know down below if you guys hate that pick or not. I mean, James Harden might have been a better pick. James Harden might have been a better pick. And Trae Young. It just, thinking of the standings plus thinking of how they played is, the tricky part. You know what I mean? Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown. I guess we'll go with them picks. Do I like it so far for the East? Not really. Not really. I mean, the West, I picked terrible, terrible standings for the guards. It's just like a popularity contest, you know what I mean? That's what they're doing. It's a popularity contest for the West. Now, the East, you go based off of, stats, your winnings, and all that. You go based off of that for these two. Like your winnings, mostly. Stats, on the other hand, not so good. I mean, if it was just based off of stats, I would put James Harden and Trae Young if it was based off of stats. Now, if you stick your winnings in there, you have 76ers as number 5 and Hawks at number 8. You see what I'm saying here? I mean, if I went based off of winnings, it would be Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. Now, if it was strictly stats, it would be James Harden and Trae Young. That's what I'm getting at. So, do I remove these two picks and stick Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown in? I really think those two got a better season than these two right about now. That's what I'm getting at. That's where the hard part comes in. It's where it gets hard. You don't know if you want to put Trae Young in there instead of Donovan Mitchell or James Harden instead of Jaylen Brown. So Trae Young has 27.3 points per game, 10 assists, and 2.8 rebounds. Okay. We go over here to James Harden. We have 21.9 points, 10.5 assists, and 6.6 rebounds. I mean, that stat alone sounds better than Donovan Mitchell's stats. That obviously sounds better than Donovan Mitchell. Now, if we go with Trae Young, we have 27.3 points, 10 assists, and 2.8 rebounds. I mean, is that a better pick? He might be off the bench. I mean, Trae Young might be off the bench, and then Jaylen Brown might take over as a starter. Now, if we're going based off of standings, we put in Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell. Because I know for sure we're not putting Darius Garland in there. Because if you take a look at Darius Garland, he's all the way freaking down here. I think. Where's he at? I don't know. I missed that. Yeah, I missed him somewhere. Anyway. You see where I'm getting at. I really think the East might be the hardest one this year. Because you don't know which ones to pick. You don't know if you want to pick Trae Young over Donovan Mitchell or Jaylen Brown. And certainly James Harden's getting better. Or he wouldn't be almost averaging a triple-double right now. But let's take a look at James Harden's last game. James Harden's last game went into overtime and they won. So James Harden got 14.7 assists and 14 points, 8 assists, and 7 rebounds. So, yeah. Now, as far as, Donovan Mitchell's last game versus his former team, he put up 23 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. To me, that looks terrible for myself. Putting Donovan Mitchell in there. That looks terrible. In my opinion, that looks terrible to me. I mean, if we go to the Mavericks game where they went to overtime, they won by 1 point. Did he do enough? He had 25 points, 3 assists, and 4 rebounds in 42 minutes. I mean, Darius Garland would be a better pick than Donovan Mitchell. That's the way I look at it. I mean, look at Darius Garland's stats right now. Look at this. 18 points, 12 assists, and 7 rebounds in a game versus the Mavericks. And we even put Luka in there. Now let's take a look at, Jaylen Brown, for instance. 24 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. That looks good in my boat. I mean, that might be a better pick than Donovan Mitchell. I know they lost this game, but it doesn't hurt to look at Jaylen Brown's stats. We got 26 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Now, they won against the Lakers. 25 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists. That's just beating the Lakers to death. So, and then take a look at James Harden. They went up against the Warriors. Okay, that makes sense. James Harden got 27 points, 9 assists, and 5 rebounds versus the Warriors. So, I think it will be James Harden and Jaylen Brown. I'm sorry, Donovan Mitchell. I'm sorry, bud. I'm sorry. I had to throw the wing right there. I had to throw it. Because versus your former team, you look garbage out there. You looked absolutely garbage out there. That's the way I look at it. You look garbage. Now, versing the Mavericks, you still look garbage compared to Darius Garland. Still. You went up against the Pacers. Donovan Mitchell dropped 41 points. Darius Garland almost put up a triple-double. So, do I want to put Darius Garland in there? Probably. Definitely not Donovan Mitchell. That's the way I feel about it right now. So assist. Where is... Yeah, where's Donovan Mitchell at? Clear all the way down here. Holy snap. Yeah, he's all the way down there. I'm pretty sure. Because look at this. 20.7 points. 8 assists and 2.7 rebounds. Now, as far as rebounds go, where did he win? Yeah, he's not even in there. Darius Garland ain't in there. Fantasy points. I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. It's just interchangeable. All over the place, it's just interchangeable. But I can see why people are not putting James Harden in there because of Joel Embiid. That makes more sense now. So if we let's pretend that we're not allowed to have two 76 players in there, right? Let's just pretend that because I really think that Joel Embiid will be in there. But anyway, so if we went just based off of that, where James Harden is not in there, he's on the bench waiting for somebody to screw up in the All Star game. Who's going to take his spot? Will it be Donovan Mitchell, Trae Young, or Darius Garland? Now, Darius Garland's all the way down here. But if you take a look at his stat versus Donovan Mitchell's stat, it looks better. It honestly looks better, in my opinion. Now, if you look at Trae Young's over Darius Garland, it's Trae Young will look better. But if we're literally just going based off of winnings for the Eastern Conference, it would be Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell. Me personally, I really think Darius Garland will deserve that spot. But that's just my opinion. I really think that Darius Garland will deserve that spot. He deserves it. I mean, he even did better than Donovan Mitchell. I literally just proved it to you guys during the game, looking through the games to see how they scored. Darius Garland does better than Donovan Mitchell. That's without a doubt. Now, whoever they're playing tonight, I don't know who they're playing. Who they're playing tonight. Oh, never mind. They're playing tomorrow versus the Bucks. Man, that's like the third or fourth time they played them. Honest to God. But anyway, let's take a look at their last Bucks game real quick. Oops, sorry. Donovan Mitchell, 29 points. Darius Garland, 20 points. Yeah, 4 rebounds and 3 assists. And Donovan Mitchell only got 29 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. I'm just proving a point right now, man. I really think that Darius Garland deserves a spot. Just straight up honesty right now. So Darius Garland, you will take Donovan Mitchell's spot. People are going to hate me for that. I know that for a fact. But I think Darius Garland had a better season than Donovan Mitchell. That's just straight up facts. Now let's move on to the front court. Front court will be a tough decision for me. Honest to God. It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard, man. I'll tell you. It will be difficult to try to figure out who's going to take whose spot. Alright. So, the Celtics, we got Jason Tatum. I mean, that sounds like a good pick. Now, Jason Tatum averaged 30.2 points, 4.1 assists, and 8.2 rebounds. Jesus. Try to say that 10 times fast. Anyway, so Jason Tatum will be a good pick. I mean, we might have to replace somebody. That's the case. Because let's go back. We have Jaylen Brown already on there. Yeah, Jaylen Brown might have to be replaced. So I really want to put, But, Jesus Christ. This is going to be hard. I really want to put Jason Tatum in there. Yeah, Jason Tatum looks better than Kevin Durant's stats. But Giannis is getting in there, and Joel Embiid is getting in there. Those are the obvious two. Now we just got one more spot. Now we take a look at Giannis' stats real quick here. He's averaging 31 points, 5.2 assists, and 11.1 rebounds. That's a crazy stat line for Giannis. Now we take a look at Joel Embiid. He's averaging 33 points, 4.6 assists, and 9.9 rebounds. Yeah, there's something going on right there. But anyway, we got Joel Embiid and Giannis getting into the All-Star game without a doubt. There they are. Those two are secured. Now it's just a matter of fact, who is being paired up with these two? Who's being paired up? Will it be Jason Tatum or Kevin Durant? Or Jimmy Butler? Now, this is where the tough part begins because I have no clue who's getting in that spot. Now, if we go based off standings, Jason Tatum will be in because their team is winning by, 22-9, 71% for their win percentage. Now, Kevin Durant is 19-12, 61.3% for their winnings. And then, who's that? Oh, Jimmy Butler is 16-15, 51.6%. So, if I went based off of this, it would be Jason Tatum. But who is replacing Jaylen Brown? Who's replacing him? I have no freaking clue. I don't know. But if I vote Jason Tatum in, I mean, does that look better if I do that? I don't know. I mean, if I put Kevin Durant in there, it might look better. Then I won't have to worry about changing anybody. I don't know. This team, I have no clue. This team was very, very difficult because I kept on having to switch between, the interchangeables over here. So the interchangeables, again, are Stephen Curry and Ja Morant. And then Zion Williamson and Anthony Davis. So those two are interchangeable. Now, interchangeable over here will be like, Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. Those are interchangeable. And then we got Jaylen Brown, James Harden. What was that last one? Jaylen Brown, James Harden, Trae Young. So that's interchangeable by like 3 players or 4. So that's something. Now, will this be a first time where we see both, 2 teammates playing? Not really. Not really. That won't be a first because these two have done it. LeBron James and Anthony Davis have done it. So, yeah. Now, if I was to keep my own rule about who's going where, if I were to take Jason Tatum off and put Kevin Durant in there, that might look better. That might, honestly, to God, look better. But yeah, that's something. I don't know who to replace right here, but it don't feel right. I think I did really, really good this season. I think I did good on this NBA All-Star vote. I really think I did. You know what I mean? It looks good. So to recap the whole entire thing, in the Western Conference, we have Stephen Curry. We have Luka Doncic, LeBron James, Zion Williamson, and Nikola Jokic, the NBA West All-Stars. Now, for the East All-Stars, we have Darius Garland, Jaylen Brown, Kevin Durant, Giannis Antetokounmpo, and last but certainly not least, it is Joel Embiid. You guys let me know down below in the comments what you guys want to say about this. I really think that there will be some hate between I think that, in my opinion, I really do. I really think it will happen. You guys are probably going to hate me for this one, but that's just my opinion. I really think that Stephen Curry might be subbed out with John Morant. Zion Williamson will be subbed out with Anthony Davis if I had to. Jaylen Brown will be subbed out with Trae Young, James Harden. That's it. And then interchangeable between Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I don't know how long it is because I don't see the recording at all. Like how long the recording is, you know. I have to go on OBS and take a look at it. But anyway, I just want to say thank you guys for watching. Be sure to smash the like button if you guys did enjoy the video. Comment down below what you guys thought about, thought about this. What you guys think about it. Is it good, bad, meh? You guys can let me know down below. And subscribe if you guys are new. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, so it would be really, really appreciative if we can reach 500 subscribers by the end of the year. It'd be great. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and review and submit. You are almost done. Yeah, I gotta log in and do all that. Okay, well, you guys are not going to see that part at all, so yeah. Yeah. So we'll see you guys next time. Peace out, y'all. Have a good rest of the day, night, whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.